Thanks, Chief.
Don't call me Chief!
Yes, Chief?
Don't call me Chief.
Just a minute, Jimmy.
I'll phone you when I get out there this evening, Chief. And don't call me Chief! Have you got any ideas, Chief?
You're supposed to be a reporter. You get the ideas, and don't call me Chief.
Sure good to see you again, Chief.
Don't call me Chief.
Gosh, Chief.
Don't call me... Well, all right, James. This is one time you may call me Chief.
Hello, how are you doing? How's things? Hope you're well. Hope you're enjoying Taylor Swift's new album, if you're that way inclined. So yeah, this week on the podcast we have Oliver Moore, greasy little weasel, and no, he's not a weasel, he's a good kid. And if you don't know him, go back and listen to his episode of Big Mike and the Chief, if you want to get some sort of background info on him. It's a very good episode. And of course, the Butcher C-Cup is here as well. This episode was a fucking nightmare to edit, because I'll be honest with you, things got loose. Things got very loosey-goosey. Mike's not here, so, you know, when the cat's away, the mice would play, and it got a bit crazy. So if you notice a few little cuts and jumps and stuff, it's because things got a bit wild, right? A bit untenable. So yeah, and then I've moved some of the stuff that was a bit crazy onto the Patreon, because that's what you slugs are paying for. I don't know, is it? You want to hear us kind of be a bit untethered? I don't know, but I moved it there just to be safe. So don't rat us out. And yeah, so if you're into that, go sign up to the Patreon. That'd be cool. If you want to support the podcast, thank you again to the people who are signed up to the Patreon. If you're listening on Spotify, sorry, I gotta fucking do this shit. I don't like doing this shit. If you're enjoying the podcast on Spotify, rate the podcast. That would be great. Follow the podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube. Tell your friends. Tell your parents. Don't actually tell your parents unless they're fingered in the brain. Tell your dog. We don't have a lot of dog listeners, as far as I'm aware. Tell your kids if you want to corrupt their minds. Get them off the TikTok. Get them on the CHIEFCAST. I don't want to have them on the CHIEFCAST. That would be just listen to the podcast. I don't know. Anyway, life has been continuously shit. I don't know. Nah, it's been alright. Why am I rambling? Anyway, my brain's fucked. And yeah, so I'll stop rambling. So this is this week's episode with Oliver Moore and George Wheeler. So I hope you enjoy it. All right, guys. Until next week. I love you. Thank you very much. Ciao, ciao.
Yeah,
We're recording there, just in case you say it in a bit.
Okay.
So
We're on?
No. We're just starting there.
Okay. I was like, quit the incriminating talk.
No, that wasn't incriminating.
Yeah.
You were discussing if you were to kill someone.
If we were to kill, I'd kill someone in like a little bitch premeditated. I'd plan a murder.
Right, and that's a little bitch move to plan a murder.
Yeah, it's a little bitch to plan a murder. Like if you're like a fucking like geezery guy.
Yeah.
You like can kill a woman in
where you specified it was a woman that you'd be killing.
Killing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like you like that happens in like a fit of anger and like in a fight.
Right.
But if you're a little bitch, you lose the fight because you're a little bitch.
Right.
And then you just fester on it. You're like, I'm gonna fucking
I guess because if you're a coward, you need the element of surprise.
Yeah, and
you know what I mean?
Yeah, and you just build resentment in your head.
Yeah.
So you cower down in the original moment, but then you're like, I'm gonna fucking premeditate a murder.
It'd
be way more fun to, like, planning out a murder would be fun.
I've planned out so many in my head.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Dude, remember the Airbnb guy?
The middle-aged Indian
The
guy.
middle-aged Indian
Oh,
guy.
yeah, can we talk about that?
Yeah, we can talk about that.
So explain to the folks at home what little scam you were running.
Yeah.
Someone made a very good point before we get into it, and it's that if anyone who's listened to or watched It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, you kind of have a habit of like hatching kind of It's Always It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia-esque kind of schemes to make money.
Yeah.
And sort of get out of just various different kind of situations, hijinks and stuff. So this latest venture is, so you take, well, yeah, if you want to get into it.
Yeah, I do those schemes, but then I'm also indignant. I'm still like, I'm in the right here.
Yeah.
Why are they? Yeah.
Well, yeah, you can justify it by being like, I need to do this to survive.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
trying to survive. I'm a hustler. I'm a mover,
Yeah.
a shaker. Yeah.
Well, that's how we justify stealing every day.
Yeah.
Because we're like, it's times are tough, it's cost of living.
Yeah.
We know 99% of the population are paying for their food
Yeah.
and public transport, but they're idiots.
Yeah.
They're dumb.
They're dumb.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have the balls to.
Yeah, we're just eating the trim off the fat, you know. The little bit
Yeah.
left over, we're taking for
Yeah.
ourselves.
We're the generation that refuses to work,
Yeah.
but they were fucking dumb for deciding to work in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are,
Really
and
are.
like I see a lot of hate on Reddit for. We will talk about the Indian guy in the Airbnb, but
Yeah.
I see a lot of hate on Reddit for people who don't pay for the train.
Yeah. Really?
Like people are like, when I see people do that, I want to like people. It's like a visceral hatred.
But that's
They're like, when I see people do that, I want to fucking attack them.
That's
the
insane.
Reddit
It's
community.
insane. Well, Reddit they're fucking retards.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I figured
but-
Reddit would be the people stealing trains.
No, Reddit's fucking nerds and fucking people who have, think they're
Yeah.
better than everyone, and like they're like, oh yeah, just get a job and fucking, and then you're like, what are you, my mom? You know what I mean? Like,
Sharp.
like you are being right, but like fuck you in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, Reddit's for being angry. Reddit's for
Yeah.
being like, fuck this. There's never, dude, like, what's it called? I was talking with my sister. Taylor Swift's new album came out.
Oh, I heard that. What's it called again? A big pile of shit. Was that the name of the album?
Yeah, it was a girly pile of shit.
No, it's called something.
Oh, the
Tortured Poets or something.
Tortured Poets Anthology, and it's all about Matt Healy, apparently.
Right.
Who they all hate, and the whole album is just Taylor being like, "You mother, you made me break up with this guy just because he kept saying slurs." Like,
Oh,
it's
really?
all-
Yeah?
Yeah, Taylor's. Honestly, I saw it. I was like, "Dude, Taylor Swift's cool." Dude, Taylor
and
Swift.
did she say like? Did she
Yeah,
drop
she's
the
being
N-bomb
like-
at any point?
No, she doesn't drop any slurs, but she's just being like,
then I am
"You
buying it."
guys fucking ruined the love of my life."
Yeah.
Just because he kept. What did he call? He was watching vape porn, I think it was.
Holy smokes!
He was on like Cumtown and being like, "I fucking love."
Oh, he
like,
went on Cumtown.
It was
Racial ghetto gaggers.
ghetto gaggers,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
And then he said something about Ice Spice,
Yes.
who's an Asian
like a
rapper or something.
half. I think she's like half black or something.
Just mixed race, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Mixed race. Yeah. But it was. I thought it was positive about Ice Spice.
He said she was attractive and she had a big booty, and I think she could have been on Ghetto Gaggers herself. I think that was the implication.
Oh, okay.
And I mean,
Okay, I think that was the implication.
Yeah,
And that's
and
not a racist implication that you've made.
No,
I think
no.
that was an implication that was made on the.
Matt Healy made that implication. Yeah,
Yeah.
But you and Matt Healy are very.
we're the same guy basically.
You've
Yeah,
been
yeah,
confused
yeah.
for him multiple
Yeah,
times.
yeah, yeah.
On the streets of London.
I do kind of look like Matt Healy with the hair.
Yeah.
A
Matt,
little bit,
Matt
yeah.
Healy was psoriasis.
Yeah, I'm cool.
And the
Dusty.
hips. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Matthew Steely.
Hey,
Hey, there we go.
Yeah.
Because you steal. But Taylor Swift is his new album, Tortured Poets
Anthology.
Anthology. Who
Whatever.
do you think you are, Taylor? You know, name it fucking
Yeah.
Midnights or whatever the fuck you do.
Whatever
You know what I mean?
dumb shit. Love her. That's
Yeah.
the level
Yeah.
you should be at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe she's a well-read woman.
I'm sure she's great.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But so anyway, we got onto this because I don't know how
Reddit.
we went from. Yeah, so Reddit's full of people who like whinging and moaning and stuff. But okay, so yeah, the Airbnb.
The
thing that you-
Airbnb scam. So I got stuck into 2 accommodations. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was in student accommodation. I was living with my girlfriend in student accommodation, and she's like, "Oh, let's move." And I was like, "I'll move." So I moved to Elephant and Castle.
Mhm.
But I was like, oh, I can get out of this contract. That'll be easy.
Yeah.
And they care about they're like, contracts are serious for
The
them.
college was saying this.
The university. I was like, can I not be in the contract? And they're like, you have to be in the contract.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, and then I stopped paying for it, and they were like, you need to pay and you need to be in the contract.
And then I moved in.
You moved in
and continued not to pay.
and then just kept not paying.
Just kept not
Right.
paying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're in the pocket. You're in the hole for about $1,000 with all
Yes.
there.
Yeah.
You got your Maple and George's dependents.
Yeah.
So you know.
Yeah, I was like, George owes me $1,000, and then you were telling me before the podcast, you're like, I take a horse bath in cafes every day.
Yeah.
Which
And I was
is
like,
that is
my money's
When I heard
secure.
that, my heart kind of broke a little bit.
Yeah.
Where, there's just some people in there trying to, I just love the idea of like someone in Pret a Manger or something, and they're in there and they're just, they're having a croissant or whatever, and they're like, oh, I need to have a wee, and they go in and do you get naked?
Yeah, I'm butt naked.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus
Whoa.
Christ.
I'm butt naked. Because I didn't get butt naked, but I was like, oh, my genitals ain't getting a wash,
Oh,
so I'll get butt naked now.
Are you in the disabled toilet or like a public?
No, disabled one.
You
yeah.
belong in the fucking disabled toilet, to be honest.
Yeah.
With you.
Yeah, they're like, what? You like, look at me.
Yeah.
Look.
So you're like fucking.
I'm just
Tom
naked,
Hanks.
covering soap. I'm like, what? I'm meant to be in here. Why are you mad?
You're using shower gel.
Shower
You're
gel.
not just using the.
I
hand
have
soap.
used the hand soap, but I also use shower gel as well.
So you bring shower gel being like, this is what I'm doing,
This is what I'm doing. Yeah.
And do you like?
me.
So you cover yourself in shower gel.
And then I jack off.
But like, do you have a towel?
Yeah, I have a towel. Yeah.
You don't just like dry yourself. with
No,
a hand dryer?
I just roll around the floor.
Yeah, you just writhe on the floor.
Yeah, and then all the soap dissipates. That's what I go
Right.
there for. Yeah.
So like,
So you walk in with a towel and
Yeah.
like,
I love the idea of you walking into Pret with a towel on your
Yeah, I've got
shoulder
goggles on.
and got on little rubber duckies.
Yeah.
I'll just give me like 10 minutes. What's the code for the door?
Yeah.
So walk us through that now. So you go in to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Do you have a particular place that you like to go to?
I like the New Cross Costa Coffee because
Okay.
I have because they have a Sainsbury's next door.
Okay, so you can steal from there.
Still from
You
there.
can steal a shower gel and.
I also steal a coffee because they have like a coffee machine in there. So I get, and that's the worst scam for me to do because they got a coffee machine. You get the cup, you press the thing, coffee comes out, and then they just give you a ticket,
Yeah.
which you're meant to scan on the machine.
Yeah.
When you're going out and pay, it's like, who's gonna do that?
Yeah.
It's just free coffee.
Idiots. That's who does that.
It's the worst fucking.
Yeah.
It's like, if you don't steal that coffee, you're fucking retarded.
Yeah.
You should
Exactly.
be stealing that coffee.
Yeah.
I get a shower and a coffee in the morning.
It's great. I'm living the dream, dude.
Yeah. You are living the dream. You are living the dream. You need to
living
go
this-
on Diary of a CEO. And you're like, fucking, you're all
5
doing
life
this
hacks.
wrong. Yeah.
You're like, this is the advice that's actually applicable.
Yeah. This one you can actually use to thrive
Yeah.
in London.
Yeah. 5 life hacks. Okay, no, okay, right. Right. We'll leave that out.
But talk about your scam.
No,
Yeah.
no, wait. We finish. We go back. We go to the scam. But
Yeah.
so you go in. So you're going into. You have the New Cross.
So I get my coffee. I
Yeah.
get my biscuits, my sandwich.
Yeah.
And I just walk out.
Mhm.
I go to my general tip for stealing. There's
Yeah.
2 modes of stealing. You either grab the stuff and just walk out boldly.
Yeah,
And
that's what I
hope the
used to do.
security guard doesn't see you.
Mhm.
If they do see you, they match. I mean, I got chased yesterday.
You got chased.
out of Greg's, yeah.
Yeah.
In Liverpool Street. I'm with Ollie and we're gonna set up that night, and I'm like, I need food.
Yeah.
So I got the chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
I just go turn around and 2 Indian women went, hey! He slapped the food out my hand.
Whoa.
And he went to grab my arm, and I was like, shit! So I just ran away.
Was he a security guard or was he just a worker there?
He was just an Indian guy.
Right.
They just hate stealing in that country, you know.
Did you think he even worked at Tesco, or was he just an Indian guy who was like?
He's just an Indian. I think it was an
he
Indian.
forgot where he was.
Yeah, it was a Native American anti-crime guy, you know.
Right. Okay. And he was like, he had like an Indian headdress on, and
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
He just saw injustice.
He
And
saw
was like,
injustice.
I've got to start.
He saw me litter on the way out.
Oh god.
And he went, no! And I was like, shit, I dropped the food and ran.
So he slapped the food out
Slapped
of your
the
hand.
food, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like now the food, no
the
one
food's-
eats the food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
And did they chase? Did they?
No, I started running. I don't think they chased. They did call out in like injustice, but I just carried on running.
They're
you
not
know?
really runners, the Indians.
No, they're not
No,
good runners.
they
no.
make the runners that we wear, but they're not runners. Do you know what I'm saying? But is that good? Yeah. Okay. All right, but they aren't known for their running,
No.
Yeah.
right? Unless it's you know what I mean? That tickles their fancy. But
Yeah.
listen, that sounds racist, but it's a big problem
Yeah.
over in India, and I want to have Ridwan Hussein on the couch to sort of address that issue that is in India. But so anyway, you go into the Costa Coffee.
So I
in
got my
Newcastle.
coffee, I got my
your coffee,
sandwich.
yeah.
So wait, so do you shower before you get the coffee and sandwich?
No, I normally steal first.
You steal first and then go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I'm so blasé about stealing now that as soon as I get out of the shop, I'm like, I'm eating the sandwich as I'm going through the fucking shop.
Oh wait. So
So
the shower's in the shop.
No, the shower's in Costa Coffee.
Which is
So I
next door
still-
to the shop.
Yeah, which is next door. So I still leave. I need to find a new place to do this now.
Yeah, you do. That's a rookie mistake, is to
Yeah.
keep it in the same place.
Yeah, I do that a lot, but I need to vary up
Yeah.
my hits.
Yeah.
But I still. The thing is, no one cares. They probably see me still every day, and they're like, I'm not gonna stop this fucking crazy dude.
Yeah.
You know, would you stop me if you was working for minimum
No.
wage
There's no way.
and you
Especially
saw my
if I,
face?
especially if I was Indian.
No, yeah.
Like, that's a man who does not like
Yeah.
people.
And you would be
of
right.
different
You
That's
would-
a man
Yeah,
willing to
you would
help.
be right on the money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd be like, oh, yeah, it makes sense.
Mm.
So I just walk out, I just eat this food and drink coffee, and then I go
Yeah.
to the toilet, and then I just sort of lather myself in.
So you strip down.
I strip down, but lately I've been going butt naked
Okay.
because I feel like I need to get a full surface area.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
So I got mint gel soap.
Good choice.
Yeah.
It's good, but it fucking don't put on your arsehole.
Yeah. Or do.
I mean, if you like, if you're into that, you would like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So like, you just do it, and then I just sort of get like water in my hands and sort of just smother it over my tits and shit. And just
Right.
sort of,
And did you learn this from the Indian fellow who works in Sainsbury's? no?
yeah.
This is so racist. God, this has gotten very racist since Mike has left.
But
Yeah.
but
So you cup the water.
cup the water, and I'm just sort of like,
Doesn't that ruin the bathroom?
oh, it must stink as I leave. Yeah.
Stink and just water everywhere.
Oh, there's water everywhere. Yeah.
Surely the people at Costa are like, okay, you're flooding the bathroom daily.
Well,
stinking, you know.
yeah. Again, do you stop that guy? Do you stop the homeless guy?
But the thing is, if I'm cleaning that bathroom
Yeah.
every day, you know.
Yeah, maybe
I'm
I
be-
should,
I'm
maybe
like,
I
is
should bring
someone-
a mop. Bring a mop as well.
Steal a mop.
I'll steal a mop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here
But
we
then
go.
you gotta carry them up.
Yeah.
I'm carrying around that big fucking bag of clothes. I can have a mop.
Yeah.
You know, I could be a part-time janitor. Or I could just freelance as a janitor. You know.
But surely you know, like, so you know the state of the bathroom when you leave it. There's water all over the floor.
It's not like the state of the bathroom isn't that bad. There's a little bit of water around the sink. I'm not like just like smashing myself and having a giddy time.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm quite, I'm trying to get it all in the sink.
Yeah.
And like I get my gooch and balls over the not over
Okay.
the sink, but near the sink, so water's hitting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not like
Yeah.
I'm not just having a gay old time in there. I'm trying to
Yeah.
be, you know.
But that seems more disrespectful, having your cock and balls
Oh, you
like
just hold
where
that-
everyone else is like
Hold
doing
that a little
shit.
bit closer to your face there.
Yeah.
So what it's more disrespectful.
Have your cock and balls like on the set, you know.
Well, no, but they're not touching it. It's like they're floating above.
Even the general area, I don't like.
Yeah, but see that doesn't bother. I mean, if I would use it, if you wash your balls in the sink and you told me that,
Yeah.
I would then drink the water. I wouldn't care.
Right.
When you were living in my house, were you washing?
No, I was using the shower.
Okay,
dude.
good, yeah.
And I weren't washing when I was in your place.
I love that idea that it's like, that you just become so accustomed to washing yourself in a sink in a Costa Coffee that now like that's your preferred method of cleaning yourself as opposed to using an actual shower.
I do prefer it
Yeah.
because the act of getting in the shower is such a commitment
Yeah.
because you have to,
And do you get your feet into the sink? and
I washed my feet in Ollie Rayhart's sink the other day.
Yeah.
And then I went a bit so he was letting me stay at his house.
Yeah.
And I took off my shoes and he's like, dude, wash your feet. They stink. So I have really bad sweaty feet. So I took off my socks and he was like, No, dude, the smell was still there. So I was like, all right. So I was like, I went to like the bathroom and I started washing my feet in the sink like a Muslim in the airport.
Yeah.
You know, just like
They do that. In fairness, I've seen
yeah.
it multiple times recently. Yeah.
And then so I did that, and then we went out and we was watching TV. And we went to bed, and then he woke up in the morning. He's like, "What's in the sink?" And I'd forgotten to clean out all the soaps. There was like yellow foam.
Jesus, George.
Fucking hell.
Yellow what? Why was the water yellow?
Well, because the sweat of my feet.
Jesus, George.
You have a yellow stain through your feet.
Yeah, sweat. That's what yellow.
Got SpongeBob feet.
Yeah.
No, that's not sweat. That's mold or some shit.
No,
That...
it's not
Dude,
mold.
I've never fucking... My sweat ain't yellow.
No, sweat's yellow.
Hey! This podcast, seriously though, it's gotten so racist since Mike's left.
Yeah, you've reformed your N-word policy since Mike's gone.
Yeah, we'll look into that. Yeah,
It's time for me to get it tattooed on my chest.
Yes, yeah. So
That was the same day of the teabag incident as well.
So he's flushing tea bags down Ollie's toilet, which is
No, it's not just teabag though. It's teabags and a lot of pubic hair.
why
Like
pubes? What's going on here, George? Like what?
I forgot. When I initially told you about
You've
the
lost
teabag,
the plot,
yeah,
George.
I got a bit mental.
Yeah.
When I did the tea, so I drank a tea, left the tea bag in the cup,
Yeah.
and I was drinking in the bathroom, or I was wherever, just wash my feet, So drinking the tea, and then I've put the tea bag after I finished the tea in the toilet, which is like not that weird. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's acceptable.
Right.
No, it's not.
Yes,
what?
it is. They biodegradable wherever they flush that poop.
Well, no, okay. Well, the problem is it's unacceptable, but you've just said so many more unacceptable. Like the scale we're on now is so fucking mental that we hear teabag in the toilet and we're just like, that's nothing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, well, and then I did that, and I remember I saw my scissors. I weren't using Ollie's scissors. I have my scissors.
Yeah.
And I picked them up.
That you stole.
I stole
Yeah.
from an old lady, an Indian old lady.
Yes.
And then, so I was like, okay. And then, do you know when you just do, like, I looked at my pubic region, I was like, they had like a sort of sideshow bob sort of nature to them where the hair's coming out the side.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, so I got the scissors and I just started trimming. Just out of boredom, And
Right.
I'd forgotten that I'd done it.
Yeah.
And then Ollie
Your phone was dead, so you had to do something.
I can't always masturbate.
Yeah.
he was shitting, you know how you are. You're drinking a tea while you're shitting. You drop the tea bag down the toilet. You're like, I'll trim my pubic hair real quick. No flush. I'll just head off. Like,
Well, I forgot
what
to
we
flush.
all do.
I forgot to flush. I do forget to flush.
George, like this is like
Right after I wash my feet. You know everyone's morning routine. I wash my feet in the sink. I go make a tea. I shit. I drink the tea. I drop the tea bag in the toilet. I shave my pubes and then I go off.
I steal from Sainsbury's. I fucking have a horse bath in Costa Coffee. But like literally, like this is like you need to be brought like to the Hague like for this fucking. You need to be put in the gulag for this fucking carry on. Like.
I know. I will admit the pube finding my pubes. I get it. Not cool.
Yeah.
I get it.
The pubes were where?
In the toilet.
Right.
They were like. But when I saw the message, I thought you were just berating me for the tea bag, and I was like, "Oh, what a pussy!"
Yeah.
But then I realised, there's also pubic hair.
Yeah.
Right.
So I do concede. Sorry, Ollie, that I trim my pubes.
This is how people end up homeless.
Mm-hmm.
I swear on my mother's tits. Are they drilling?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No.
Can they? Ah, Jesus.
I can hear it. Yeah.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers.
Will they hear it on the show? Oh, fucking.
Okay. What did you just say?
Nothing.
It was some gross shit,
That got picked up for sure. That got picked up.
Yeah.
So we were talking about the. Do you have the photo of the thing?
Yeah, I got the photo.
This is what Ollie Rayhart
Should
sent
I
me.
forward it to you?
No, just maybe. Yeah, forward it to me,
Yeah.
and then I can pop it up on the
Forward to.
onto the screen.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like. But what's so gross about a teabag and pubic hair, really?
Because they're in a place where they shouldn't be.
Yeah, and it's in wet, like it's wet and covered in piss as well. Like you can't.
I didn't piss on it. How dare you assume that?
Dude, I have the photo right here.
Is there piss on it?
There's piss for sure, dude. Either it's piss or that's the color of your toilet.
Well, that's Ollie's. That's Ollie Rayhart's disgusting toilet. It's nothing to do with me. That's him and his fucking.
Dude, with all the evidence you've given us of disgusting.
Okay, maybe I did piss on it.
You pissed on the TV.
But if I shaved my beard, right, and it went into the toilet, you couldn't be like, oh, that's disgusting. It's just hair.
Yeah, but you flush.
But your pubes are your pubes, and you've been having a horse wash, so it's not like they're probably not the cleanest.
Hey, I clean them well.
And the mix between teabag and pubes create a question of, okay, what the fuck happened here?
Yeah.
Like, it leads to a story.
Just flush it doesn't, these things don't matter, but just flush the...
I should have flushed. Next time I'll flush.
Do the basic steps towards
Yeah.
not fucking inside.
When I was staying up, because Ollie's like highly autistic as well.
Yeah.
So he's really, like, he's like the greatest guy on the planet because he's been dealing with me.
Yeah.
And like, but he's really getting into him. Because like he didn't tell me this, that his toilet flush isn't very strong.
Yeah.
And I've been taking huge dumps of late.
Right.
Massive ones. And then I didn't know this, is that what you have to do with his toilet is you pour water down it as you flush, and that makes the poo propel down the pipe.
Gives it a push.
It gives it a push,
Like hot water or just normal water?
I've been using hot water,
Does Ollie live in... Like, where the fuck does Ollie live?
West London, like nice. Well, no, it's a small flat.
Doesn't have a shower, the toilet's weak.
This is a tiny little flat with his mum.
Okay.
But his mum's been away, so I've been his new mummy. You know?
Oh, okay. All right, that's nice.
I've been walking around with a
breastfeeding him and whatnot.
Dressing gown, breastfeeding him, and
nice. Okay.
Cooking him breakfast. You know.
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
but I've been taking. So basically, he would keep walking into the toilet and be like, "Dude," and there'd just be a huge shit.
And how many times has this happened?
The toilet?
Just going through the pipe and up.
Yeah.
It's crawling out of the
It's like
toilet.
a snake coming out to bite your ass, you know?
It's coming out of the toilet with the tea bag in its mouth.
Yeah.
Fuck me. How many
And it's
times
got
that happened with the poo?
Oh, dozens.
Ah, lads.
I mean, I would flush, but he never. I would flush, and he'd be like, "Oh, you didn't flush," and I'd be like, "Oh, okay," and then I'd flush it again, and then he'd come back and like, he didn't tell me the information.
Yeah.
Maybe he wanted to see my shit. Maybe he was getting like a power trip over it.
Maybe.
A sexual thrill.
But I mean, when you flush, you need to check that it's gone.
Oh no, because I.
Are you in a hurry? You're in such a hurry.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have time to check.
I've got things to go. I got places to do.
I gotta get to fucking. I gotta get a Costa, have a horse wash.
Yeah.
And then I gotta go to Tesco's, get myself a coffee. I need a sandwich.
Yeah.
And then I go back to the toilet and see my shit again.
Do something racist.
I've got to say the N word
Yeah.
on the tube.
I've got to abuse an Indian,
Yeah.
and then I've got to go to an open mic.
I've got to steal food, get caught, run away. I've got to
Yeah.
start a comedy show.
All in a day's work.
Oh yeah, it's the life of the butcher's sick up, man.
So speaking of Indians, we go back to your Airbnb.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
Airbnb.
So you explain the scam.
So I fucked up. I'm in 2 accommodations. So then I'm like, oh, I know a good idea. I'll start Airbnb-ing. Well, at first I created a slum house for my. I started renting out my uni accommodation
Yeah.
to George. But George, in the whole £1,000 he owes me,
I didn't pay rent.
which
Yeah.
he
I
didn't
just
pay-
squatted.
He didn't pay rent for multiple months, and then I was like, "You might have to leave." And he went, "Honestly, mate, I might start squatting."
Yeah,
And,
right. I thought about it, but then you got Maple round and she threatened me with a knife. And,
Yeah.
you know, I bottled it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mabel's friend to stop the squatting. So then you moved out, and I was like, I'm gonna open a bed and breakfast.
You said
So
you're
then
going to open a bed and breakfast.
I opened a bed and breakfast
Yeah.
in my uni
Oh, in your
accommodation.
uni accommodation.
Yes,
Right,
yeah,
right,
a lovely bed and breakfast, and it started off great. I got people in. I got 2 lovely lesbians who had 0 complaints, and then this 40-year-old businessman.
So how did you know they were lesbians?
Because it's one tiny bed,
Right.
so they're either lesbians or close, too close.
They look like lesbians.
Yeah, they had like nose rings and shit.
Okay,
not old school lesbian with check shirts and short haircut.
No, they were like 20
Oh,
years old.
new wave lesbians.
New wave
New wave
lesbians, okay.
lesbians. Yeah. And they were fine with it. Well, they might have not been fine, but they were refusing.
They're already
apparently.
living in sin. They can live in filth, you know.
Yeah, but then this 40-year-old Indian guy.
They are going to hell anyway, so they might as well
Experience it.
experience what it's like.
Yeah.
And the
I'm just
place
laying on the
was
floor.
hell.
How's it going, lesbians?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I come with a room.
You would be in your element there.
Yeah,
I
I
would
didn't
love it.
I didn't clean the place after you left. It's just full of George's shit.
You didn't clean it. I left
No, I did clean.
Oh,
There's
that's
pubes
right.
in the toilet, tea bags in the
Yeah.
toilet.
And he shed skin. Dude, the carpet was
Swastikas
full
drawn
of
all
your
over the wall.
skin.
Yeah,
it
it
was
shed skin.
The what?
Yeah, it was full of George's skin. The carpet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've discussed
It
this
was-
on the.
Yeah.
the
I'll leave a mark.
Oh.
What can I say?
Yeah.
You do.
They walked in there like, "Does a snake live here? What
Yeah.
the fuck is?
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening?"
Yeah.
But so then a 40-year-old Indian man moved in, and he moved, and immediately he had come from Canada. He had been on like a 14-hour flight, and he was just from like the other end of Canada, and he was just like, "Oh, I'm so tired, I need to move in."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Right this way," and he's like, "Oh, you live? Is it next to the student accommodation?" And I went, "No." And then I just kept walking, and
Yeah.
I said, and I leaned into him and went, "Don't make eye contact with reception."
Right.
And that's when he started looking annoyed. But I brought him up. I showed him the room. I was like, "Is this nice?
Yeah.
How are you feeling?" And he was like, "I'm 40, man.
Yeah.
What is this?" And then I was like, "Oh no, it's great. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?" He was like, "It's a shared kit, but the room's up." And he
You
was
seen
like,
the
"This
toilet? It's pubes and a tea
Yeah.
bag.
He
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
George
There's
is
skin on the floor.
there's everything you could possibly
Say hello
want.
to Jules.
Yeah,
Hi.
Yeah.
There's a Costa you can steal from whenever you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's multiple bathing options.
Yeah.
Live the dream.
Yeah.
And so then the Indian man was like, "This is illegal. This is illegal, and this is filthy." He wrote to Airbnb saying it was untenably filthy.
Right.
Which it fucking wasn't.
No, you cleaned it up nice.
I cleaned it up good. It
did.
was of a standard for the cheapest fucking. I was renting out the cheapest place in London.
Yeah.
It was clearly a scam.
Yeah.
And he was like, "What's the fucking?" He worked for Shell as well. Like he was rich.
Right.
I was like, "Why the fuck are you going for the cheapest?"
Yeah.
It was like $1,000 for 5 weeks in London. I was
Right.
like, "You're paying that much
Mm-hmm.
for fucking bed and breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
You fucking expect to live in shit, you
Yeah.
know?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then he was like, "This is untenably filthy. I want a full refund." And I was like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Fuck, why? Yeah, I just got it. He just got off a 13-hour flight.
Do the accent. Who cares? let your
Do the
feet
head
fly.
bob,
Yeah.
man.
I would. I just can't do the accent.
I can do the accent for you. It's okay. There you
But
go.
this is
now.
untenably filthy.
All of
And he
them
was
are,
like,
what
"I want a
is
full refund, full refund." I was like, "You
Yeah.
can get a partial refund." And he was
Right.
like, I'm contacting Airbnb. This is terrible. Fuck
Yeah.
you. This is illegal. And he stormed off. And I was like, "I hope your wife cheats on you." And he
Nice.
went, "What the fuck did you just say for me?" I was like, "You're in London for 5 weeks. Your wife's in Calgary." I probably shouldn't be giving this many details about him.
Did you actually tell him his wife's
Yeah, I
gonna
said,
cheat
"I
on
hope
him?
your wife cheats on you, and she probably will, you ugly fuck." Which was a wild thing to say.
Yeah, that was a wild thing to say.
That was
yeah.
a wild thing to say.
You know,
I just lost £1,300. It was 1,300. Was the exact amount he was paying.
5
oh,
weeks,
because he didn't pay.
Yeah, because he got a full refund.
Right.
Because he sent pictures into Airbnb of George's pubes.
Yeah.
And he
Do you
was-
have copies of these photos?
Yeah, I have copies. They don't paint me in the best.
Yeah, well, this is the thing, Ollie. I'm calling bullshit because you're like, I cleaned
Well,
up. And
no,
I'm
no,
like,
no. The room is clean. It's just it's a shared kitchen and bathroom.
The-
Right.
So the bathroom and kitchen, I would clean the bathroom and kitchen, and then the fucking disgusting
The
student,
communist next door is a fucking gross.
filthy.
The
cunt.
who?
The filthy communist next door of the student accommodation. He doesn't
Yeah.
clean that fucking. I mean, I never used the kitchen, but he fucking always left it in a tip.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I can imagine it would be in a shithole, you know, there's lasagna pots
Yeah.
around and shit.
Okay.
Right.
The bathroom's fine. That's a perfect bathroom.
These are the pictures he sent.
Right, okay. I'm
Yeah.
just going to describe these to the folks at home. Okay, well, the shower, I mean,
I can't get that yellow out.
I don't see.
Anything like untenably filthy.
For 1,300 quid for 5 weeks in an Airbnb.
An
Okay.
Airbnb. What
You
the
should-
fuck do you
Okay,
expect?
now it's getting a bit. There's a photo of the mirror in the bathroom. It looks like there's cum on the mirror.
Yeah, sorry about that.
And then we've got some of George's. There's mouthwash and toothbrush. Is that your stuff, George?
No, that's the other guy who's using that bathroom. I can't
Ah.
clean his shit. That's his shit.
Well, Airbnb doesn't know that.
No, I told them it was a shared kitchen and bathroom.
Oh, because the kitchen is, yeah, again.
Yeah, I told you it was a
looks-
communal kitchen and bathroom.
Looks like there's a severed head there in the bottom of the fridge.
Yeah.
Again, it looks like cum. So this is the toilet. This is a shared toilet as well.
Yeah, shared toilet. Shared bathroom and kitchen.
Okay. So then the bedroom, the floor. This is outrageous. Like,
Right, wait, for me or for him?
for him to be saying that this is untenable.
Exactly.
And the
Yeah.
sink here, is that a communal sink?
That's a communal sink. I cleaned it the morning. That filth happened right after I cleaned it.
I mean,
Right, so he could have produced his own filth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have
Toilet.
immediately moved in, made some pasta,
Yeah.
put it on, then made
I mean, yeah, all is forgiven in my
yeah.
book.
He could have got a part. I'll admit that if he was like, I can't stay here and got a partial refund, that would have been fine.
Yeah.
But to go, hey, I need all my money back, and that fucked me. That means I couldn't illegally sell it to anyone else for those weeks.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
and it
yeah.
fucked me completely.
Yeah.
I'm in a financially bad position. He works for Share. I'm giving a lot of personal details.
Yeah.
I kept trying to track it down
does
on
he
LinkedIn.
You kept trying to track him down on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
To do what, Ollie?
What?
What were you going to do if you found him on LinkedIn?
I don't know. I was gonna attack him with an axe.
You're going to fuck his wife. You're going to attack him with an axe. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Was that been a premeditated thing? Would you wait outside
Yeah,
for hours and hours and
It was
hours?
gonna be premeditated.
Nice.
And
I
I was
love the
gonna,
idea
gonna
of
be a
you,
wild
like-
manhunt.
Yeah, you fucking like
yeah.
finding this guy on LinkedIn and then
And then just I was hoping to just run into him.
you could find.
I had a fantasy about stealing his phone. You know when
Yeah.
you ride your bike and then you rip a phone out of something? That happened to me, like the day that happened, and I was like,
Someone
was
stole
like-
your phone.
well, they tried to rip it out of my hand, and I like yanked it off
Oh,
them.
wow.
But that
with
happened to me
you,
the same
yeah.
day. Yeah. So I remember that happened to me, and instead of being angry at him, I was like, I've got an idea.
Yeah.
I was like, I know how it works.
Yeah.
I could wait till he's going home and then just ride the bike and just go.
Right.
And then I wouldn't even steal the phone. I would just immediately chuck it.
Yeah.
Just immediately break the
Nice.
phone.
So it's a spite
Just
still.
just to fuck up his. Just to fuck
Well,
him
now
up.
he's stranded in a foreign country with no way of communicating with his family.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
His wife can cheat on him so much.
Oh yeah. He could,
Yeah.
This was my idea, right?
Yeah.
So if you go on LinkedIn, you somehow find his wife on Facebook. Then you sort of doll yourself. You don't even have to doll yourself up as a woman. You just get photos of a random woman. And then you set up a whole Facebook page or whatever. You contact his wife and you're like, when your husband was in London, we had an affair.
nice.
That's an amazing idea.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's the best idea.
Yeah. And just ruin his life. Ruin an innocent man's life.
He's not an innocent man. He's a piece of shit.
Well, yeah. I mean, seeing the photos, I think that. But then, from his perspective, he didn't know he was going into a place where he was. It was
That
a
was
shared.
illegal. No, he knew it was shared. He just
Oh,
didn't know
okay.
it was student accommodation. But
Right.
he knew it was
Okay.
shared.
Right.
It was
Okay.
advertised as shared.
Okay. All right.
You know?
That's okay. That's a bit fairer. All right.
Yeah. That's a bit fair. We could ruin his life.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I think we should start ruining his life.
We could try. The problem is, if we do ruin his life and then he finds this podcast, he's like, clearly they premeditated
Yeah.
my life ruining.
Darn it! Why do
Yeah.
we have to record all our schemes?
Yeah.
Evil scheme.
It is a mistake. I've said it multiple times on the podcast that I am, and I'm probably gonna have to bleep that out as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've incriminated myself like I'm fucked.
a lot.
So we could.
Yeah, we'll bleep his name.
Well, he's a top shagger, right? Because he's autistic. His autism is for pussy.
But let's
He's
be honest.
autistic for pussy.
He's autistic for pussy.
But let's
Yeah,
also
yeah.
let the folks at home know he's a very handsome man.
Very handsome man.
Long hair.
Long hair.
Yeah, that's most of it. Like, if you're a very
Probably.
attractive guy, you can just go, you want to fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's got the confidence to do that. He just goes up to women and asks them if they want to fuck, and they say no, and he does it anyway. No, he gets laid all the time.
Yeah.
Whatever. We weaponize his penis.
Yeah.
Okay, we fly to Mumbai,
No, to Canada.
It's to
It's-
Calgary.
Calgary.
Yeah.
Okay, we fly Ollie to Calgary,
Yeah.
and we set him loose on that bitch.
Yeah.
And we get him to fuck him. We film it.
We fuck him or we fuck his
Ollie,
wife?
Ollie fucks his wife.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we record it.
Yeah.
And then the only way we don't release that information to the world is that we make the Indian guy, I don't know, fuck me. That would be gross for him.
Yeah.
We'll just
He has to
Is
eat
that his
Cheerios out my
punishment?
arsehole or something. I'd like that.
Yeah. We would call him taking a horse bath afterwards.
Yeah,
We go,
yeah,
now
yeah.
walk in the fucking Costa.
Yeah.
Shower.
Yeah.
Shower within the disabled toilet.
Yes.
Really scrub
Yeah.
up, bitch.
But then you have to.
roll around in the filth. you
Yeah.
You'd have to pay.
Drop a tea bag in the toilet.
Yeah.
Drop a tea bag in the fucking toilet, you fucking piece of shit. Yeah, do it. And we're jerking off. And
It always ends with jerking off. Like, you have to. So yeah, we've. So that's the latest sort of scam
yeah.
that you're running.
But then I had to, because we moved out, we moved in because we were living in Airbnb. We were Airbnb in student accommodation, living in Elephant and Castle. But then we were like, oh, let's start Airbnb in the Elephant and Castle place as a more because it's super illegal to do the student accommodation.
Yeah, you could be kicked out of college.
You could be kicked out, expelled from university.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Yeah.
So then we were like, oh, we'll do that. I put it up online, but we were still living there. And then I got a message at 11 p.m. last night, the night before last night, being like, can we move in tomorrow? So then we had to move at midnight. We finished moving in at like 2 a.m. Just moved all our shit back in the student accommodation. We've now moved 6 times in 5 months. Just this poor woman. I just keep being like, hey, move again.
You're like immigrants. You're like
Yeah.
it's like you're what's the unset? What's where they get displaced migrants like in Gaza or something like. You're
we are just like
you
that.
settle
Global
down.
nomads.
In that we hate that now.
You settle down to that you hate Jews.
Yeah. Oi.
I like no.
You like the Jews?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the Jews. I've got Jewish friends. They're the best. All right, guys, that's the end of the public episode. Yeah, as you can see, we were getting into some risky territory there, and it's a funny phrase to use considering the subject matter. But anyway, yeah. So if you want to keep listening to that, you got to go on the Patreon, because there was no way that shit was going out publicly. So yeah, if you're into that sort of thing, sign up. Otherwise, yeah, it'll be I'll see you next week. But thanks very much for listening. As always, I love you and I appreciate you. And yeah, if you there's like another, I think at least another hour from this week on the Patreon. So like I said, it's wild. So yeah. So anyway, thanks again. I love you. All right. Bye bye.